Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ronke Raji, and if you're new to my channel, join the family and give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Today we're going to be doing an inspiratorial about graduation. I'm sure you're asking yourself, what is an inspiratorial? January last year, I decided I was going to start doing not just makeup tutorials, but makeup tutorials with a message. First, I'd like to tell you about my story, so stay tuned till the end so that you can get important advice. I lived in Nigeria for really most of my life. I just came to the US in 2008 to go to college. Getting into college for me was very hard. Because if I'm going to be honest, those SAT scores, they were not the best. But I still knew I had to go to college. I started off going to a community college where I took a couple of courses that would enable me to transfer to a 4-year college. And at the time, even before I left high school, I knew I wanted to go to UMBC, which is the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. So after 2 semesters of community college, I applied to UMBC and I didn't get in. Of course, my heart was broken. In my mind, I was like, I thought I was smart. So my tail between my legs, ashamed, I just applied to other schools in hopes that I would get into this 4-year college. After applying, I just got into another university, which is called Liberty University. So it was a college that was located about 5 hours away from where I actually lived. And at this time, I was a Premed major. So I hope you're following along. I went to community college for about a year. And then after that, I went to Liberty University because I didn't get into my college of choice, which was UMBC. Now, getting into Liberty was very different for me because it was kind of the first experience I'd ever gotten just being in the US by myself without parental supervision. And the first term of college, I really just wanted to explore and be adventurous and just chill. And I tried getting good grades and I really tried to focus, but I spent most of my time really being creative or painting or just hanging out with my friends or posting photos on Facebook. At this time, Facebook was a whole deal and I just loved going out, taking pictures. I'm just posting whole albums on Facebook. If you guys go on my Facebook, which I don't suggest you do, you see that I have several albums of just pictures of just me having fun in Liberty. That's really what I did in school. So after a year at Liberty University, I finally decided it was time to come back near my area because I'm originally from the Baltimore area and UMBC was pretty close to home in comparison to Liberty, which was 5 hours away. So I found out that I had been actually admitted to UMBC the year that I could have gone, but I guess it's all in God's plan, so we're just going to move forward from that. So with that, I finally got into UMBC, and when I started at UMBC, it was just a fresh start. There was no GPA, my chance at a new beginning, and I really had high hopes for myself. So I still chose to be a Premed major, God knows why, but for the second time, I just chose to be a Premed major. Now, after the first semester at UMBC, I really just tried to do as the best as I could. And after failing chemistry twice, I realized that this Premed track may not be for me. So this is now in my junior year that I realized that Premed might not be for me. And I had to re-strategize because it was just really not looking good, especially because everybody was asking me that dreaded question that at this point it has become rude. When are you graduating? Every single time I heard that question, I literally cringed because it was almost like you were asking me, when are you going to get your life together? So after I re-strategized, I looked into all the courses, and at this time, I really didn't know what I was going to do in my life. I just knew that I like taking pictures, but I also kind of like just, being artistic. I wasn't really sure what I was doing. However, I knew I wanted to help kids, and in my mind, it was more realistic. In college, and I have to do something, I guess, intelligent-ish. I don't know how to explain it. That was such a dumb word to use, but I knew I had to do something really practical. That's the best word for it. I thought, and I was like, okay, I want to really work with kids. So I was like, okay, psychology is the best route to go, especially because I looked at all the courses that I already took in Liberty, my community college and everything, and I could tell that if I did a degree in psychology, it would be the best degree to do for me to graduate. I decided to do psychology. Now, The thing about just going to college or being in college is that you also have to like look for internships, because you have to start looking for internships while you're in college, so that by the time you're out of college you have experience. Because not only do you need a degree for most of the jobs out of college, you also need experience, and that's something that they don't really tell you, that you need experience. So luckily for me, I was told that I need to get experience for any job that I would get outside of college. So I started a job at Kennedy Krieger. I was very fortunate to get the job because at the time, it was only a few psychology students that had like really good sound internships. So in my mind, I was doing something. Kennedy Krieger is basically a children's psychiatric hospital, and I started working at their neurobehavioral unit while I was in my junior year. There was just something really cool about it. I was just really feeling like, wow, girl, you got it together. Every time that all of these African uncles and aunties would come and ask me like, oh, what are you doing? I'll be like, oh, I'm a psych major. I work at Kennedy Krieger. You know, it just was so easy to say. It used to roll off my tongue because in my mind, I was like, yeah, you got it. You can have a rebuttal to everything. But deep down inside, I knew that that was not what I wanted to do. I don't know why I kept continuing, but that was not what I wanted to do. And there was just something missing, but I did not know that at the time. I just thought it was more important for me to get my facts straight. So finally, after 5 years of being in college, I finally graduated in December 2013 with a bachelor's in psychology with a concentration in child psychology. I swear I felt official. So, first year after college, high prospects, degree in hand, I started searching for a job. It was hard though. It was so hard. I knew I was artistic, but I didn't just know where I was going with it. And I even remember talking to the people around me at that time and just being like, oh, I want to do art. But I didn't know what art I wanted to do. So I got a job as a case manager, and I knew deep down that something was missing and I was just not fulfilled about it. There was just something really weird about it. So I, unfortunately for me, got fired from that job. And I remember when I first got fired, it was just kind of like, whoa, what is going on with your life? Ending of 2017, I decided to move on from Mac and become a full-time influencer. When I was a case manager, there was somebody very important that came to me and asked me, what is it that makes you the most scared? And I remember thinking to myself, doing makeup, putting myself out there is something that makes me so scared. And she was like, that's it. That's what you need to do. 5 years later, I'm here, a full-time beauty influencer, about to get married, and I've just found that success to me is just being able to inspire thousands of people every single day. And I'm not happy because I'm making more money. I'm not happy because it's something that I can tell people about. I'm happy because I found something that drives me. I found something that I'm passionate about and I love to do every single day. It took time, but there's so much advice that I would love to share for you recent graduates. Just 5 things that I personally wish I knew when I just graduated. Number 1, life is a journey. You hear me? Life is a journey. You may graduate and get your dream job only to find out that it's not what you wanted. Or you get your dream job and be happy and fulfilled. Either way, welcome to the real world. A place where you have to be prepared to give 110% of your effort to get what you want. You have to be able to work hard and understand that in life, there's no extra credit and no makeup exams. Number 2, don't expect to have it all figured out. People around you may seem like they do, but the truth is they're in the same position as you. They just know how to hide it better. You come to realize that having it all figured out is overrated, and it's okay to take your time to process what you really want to do and where you want to go. Remember, you are graduating from one stage of life to another. Embrace each stage. Number 3, you are your own teacher. You have to set your own goals. You have to use your own syllabus to plan your life now. You have to get organized both physically and mentally to be able to keep yourself afloat. It wouldn't necessarily be an easy adjustment, but it will be worth it. You can definitely do anything you truly set your mind to. Now, trust me, Take this from somebody who didn't do so well in school and is now starting their own business. In some way, that takes a lot of willpower. Number 4, whatever job you get, understand why you are there and if you are fulfilled. There is no reason for you to stay at a job just because it's offering you some type of security. Know yourself. Try different jobs. Try different opportunities. The world is your oyster. Make the rules and figure out what you actually want to do and forge ahead and do it, even if you are creating a new path. Number 5, and honestly, this is the biggest of them all. No knowledge is wasted. From the time you graduate, don't think that your studying and research is gone. You will continue to study as life progresses. Embrace changes in life and find new ways to learn about each stage as you grow through them. And finally, guys, enjoy this moment because you did it. Whether you're graduating from high school, PhD, or master's, you did it. You graduated and you should be very proud of yourself. No matter what comes next in the next year, you've completed the most important stage of your life. Congratulations, set of 2018. Congratulations, set of 2018. I wish you all the success that life has to offer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share this with any graduates you may know, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope this really made an impact on you. And just one more thing before I go. Remember, every end has a new beginning. Have a great week. Bye.